It's day one of Tasty Thrifty Timely's 12 days of vegan Christmas recipes, and I'm making an elegant baked pear and stone fruit dessert. It's easy, it's naturally sweetened with a date syrup, and it's a classy finish to a holiday meal. So let's start with the date syrup. 1/3 cup pitted dates. I use about 8 Deglet Noor dates, and if they are a little hard from being stored in the fridge, just soften them in warm water for 5 to 10 minutes. Add the softened dates to your blender or food processor with 1 cup fresh water, a 1/4 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, and an 1/8 teaspoon sea salt. Blend until smooth. If your machine is not the strongest on the market like mine and little flecks of dates remain, that's all right. You can make this sauce ahead of time and store it in the fridge, or make it while you preheat your oven and prepare the fruit. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Wash and slice your fruit. To serve 4, I slice 2 pears in half and use a spoon to remove the core. It's helpful to start with pears that are slightly soft, and Bosc, Anjou, or Bartlett work well. Slice 3 peaches in half. Give them a little twist to loosen them, and use a spoon to remove the pit. Slice 3 plums in quarters and de-stone them. Place the fruit, along with some fresh herbs if you'd like, in a baking dish, and take 1/2 cup of your date syrup. Reserve the rest, and mix the 1/2 cup of syrup with a 1/4 cup of fresh water to thin it. Drizzle this diluted syrup all over the fruit, and bake for a total of 35 to 45 minutes. After 15 minutes, you can peek at your fruit and give it a little bake. Just spoon some of that syrup that's collected at the bottom of the dish back over the fruit to moisten them. You can do the same at the 30-minute mark, and feel free to add a couple tablespoons of water to make the basting easier. And for the last few minutes of the baking time, you can slide in your candied almonds. Coarsely chop a 1/3 cup raw almonds and drizzle 1/2 tablespoon maple syrup over them. Lay the almonds on a parchment-lined baking sheet and bake them for the last 5 to 6 minutes that your fruit is in the oven. It smells like the holidays in here. Feel free to add more maple syrup to the almonds if you want to more heavily candy them. And if you want to keep this recipe sugar-free, then you can coat the almonds in a little bit of that reserved date syrup. The only thing I find with that is that because of the water content in the syrup, the almonds get a little soft. I love that this dessert is sweetened naturally by the date syrup, but you can also make a really quick sugar syrup by boiling some water, some sugar, and a pinch of lemon juice. So click the link below for this recipe where I walk you through an alternative syrup. Oh, and if you want to serve some coconut whipped cream on the side of this dish like I do, then put a dash of almond extract in it. To serve your elegant baked pear and stone fruit dessert, lay 1 piece of pear in each dish and surround it with the peaches and plums. Garnish with rosemary if you have it. Drizzle with the date syrup you had set aside and sprinkle on the candied almonds. Serve with a scoop of coconut whipped cream or ice cream to boost up the decadence. This is such a delicious and classy dessert. And when there can be so many pies and cookies around the holidays, this can make a nice change after a meal. Then you can have your cookies afterwards. This baked pear and stone fruit dessert serves 4 and costs us just over $9, about $2.30 a serving. And a batch of our 5-minute coconut whipped cream costs us $2.45. So click the links below for these recipes, and tomorrow is the second day of our 12 days of vegan Christmas recipes. So subscribe, turn on those notifications, and tune in at 5 p.m. for a homemade version of the classic Turtles chocolates. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.